Boom. Hello. Episode number 7, Practical Design, about 5 minutes. Today we're looking at November 22 for 1998. So we're looking at a generator, an emotional generator. This person is a 6'3". So right away we know they're going through a 3-stage life process that initially goes through a phase that is similar to that of the third line. So the trial and error process of being deeply involved in the physical world. And that part of the process for a 6-line being lasts for the first 28.6 years. So about the first 30 years or so of their life. And then once they transition out of that and they enter into the Saturnarian return, these 6-line beings, they enter a phase of their life where they become aloof. They become more objective in their way of looking at things. And so once this 6-line being steps atop the roof, it's almost like a lot of their old problems, whoosh, they fall away. It's like, oh, I can get away from all that. All those old problems where I would get wrapped up into what other people want me to do. Suddenly they just don't exist. It's like, no, I know that's a waste of my time and I'm not going to waste my energy on something that doesn't belong to me. And so suddenly those 6-line beings become very aloof on the roof. However, it's not meant to be forever. None of these cycles are eternal. And so it ends around 50 years of age, when the coming off the roof begins with the descent back to the earth, back to the ground level. And now this can be quite a trial for these beings. Many people don't actually make it. That's why there are plenty of deaths around age 50. In the next 5-10 years after that, there are plenty of them because there is a massive transition that happens in this 6-line being's life. Problems they had become objective about. They'd taken a step back. They're on the roof, they're relaxed, they're aloof. Suddenly, no more. Those problems that they had been able to push away or look away from suddenly come back up to the surface in the life. And the way in which one had lived during that deeply objective phase then influences how well they can adjust to the highly personal life after that Uranian return around 50 years of age. This is a deep moment in their life where they really become their namesake. You know, the 6-line being is called the role model for a reason. That first stage, trials and error, pessimism, running into problems on the material world, left and right. The Saturnarian return happens around 30 years of age. They're on the roof. They're a little bit more objective about things. They have a good opportunity to build a physical survival system, to build up their career, to do their real work in the world from an objective perspective. And then about 50 years of age, Uranian return hits and they come off the roof. Hopefully, nice and gracefully and slowly. Some, however, splat. Game over. And so that 6-line is under a lot of mutative pressure. And you know, this person is a generator. I haven't even hardly looked at the chart, just talking about what it means to be a 6-line being. And especially this person is a 6'3". Today we're just talking on the profile. So that pessimism, that deep engrossment in the physical world, the 3rd line is the deepestly physical. It is the most engrossed in materiality of all the 6 lines. And this 6'3" never has a chance to get away from that. You know, when they come up on the roof, that 3rd line body is still bumping into things and bringing life to them and to where they're being brought back into the personal. So these people tend to get a moment of rest up on the roof where they can be objective for a moment. But then the world pulls them right back down into it. And so I hardly even talked about the chart, just speaking about what it's like to be a sixth line being. So there's just a little 5 minutes of that. If you'd like to learn more, or perhaps even have a reading done, feel free to reach out. I offer readings one-on-one with people on Zoom. We can have it recorded. We can dive into your chart, and we can go into all the different aspects of what allows your differentiation. This is what predisposes us to be unique. And it's the most valuable information I've ever known. I'd love to share it with you. Peace.